Because women live the life on easy mode, these times have got them believing that they can take on men physically.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to want the guy that's going to be they won't be able to protect you, and you're going to have to take a guy on yourself. Do you think you can honestly take a man on?
You guys go on a date and he get into a fight.
Spanish.
Huh?
You saw the video of me taking on a man, right? I have 3 videos taking on big ass men. So.
I fight guys too, but that's not what I'm talking about. We're talking about.
And I was showing y'all.
Well, Zena.
Ladies, so those guys.
And I was in high heels in one of them.
Sorry,
so.
Ladies, those guys weren't really trying to hurt you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
You know who it is. I'm gonna show you the video again.
All right, show me the video.
He was.
Well,
all right.
He was.
Do you think you can take a guy on?
It's pretty easy. You just gotta kick him in the balls as hard as you can.
Do you really think
and
he'll
then
be able
they're
to,
down.
though? When he's like, he's not gonna be down. He's gonna be up. He's like, "Whoa, you want to fight?" Blah, blah, blah. And the guy's gonna be like, "Oh no, baby, I'm faithful. Remember, you got this one. We're equal partners, right? Let's do it." What you gonna do?
I guess I'll figure it out when I'm there. I mean, right now my goal is to just kick the ball as hard as I can and run away.
Hey, she's smart. She's smart.
She's not a fighter.
This is just female delusion. I'll be honest.
Carry on.
Okay, so you'll kick him in the ball somehow and run away.
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Miss Comedian? What are you gonna do? You gonna tell a bad joke? What are you gonna do?
I can take a beating. I'm fine with it.
Okay. What about you, Zena? You said you'd rather just fight him yourself and have a
But
pussy.
there's 2 sides to this. Mind you, okay, first of all, I obviously have a case because I was fighting that was trying 100,000% to hurt me.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting fucking stabbed and beat the fuck up. So 1, I did take on a man. 2, I recently fought a man in heels. He hit me. He punched me. I fell on the ground. I got back up. I grabbed him by his dress, pulled him down. And I started uppercutting him. So I handled that.
Remember, ladies, if a man attacks you, you just kick him in the balls. That's the entire plan. The delusion meter is definitely maxed out with these girls in this video. The fact that one girl was reeling off all the physical alterations that she's had with men. Girl, you sound like a red flag.
Do you agree that men are more physically stronger?
No.
You don't agree?
No, absolutely not.
So then,
it depends on the man.
Right.
You see a skinny, like, scrawny little guy, and you see a big girl, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Who am I going to bet on?
For sure. But in general, like on average, not at all?
No.
You'd be surprised, a skinny, scrawny, small man can still beat up a big woman. If you take a 60-kilogram man, he can still dominate a 100-kilo woman. Size doesn't matter as much when you're talking about different genders. Size and weight more so matters when it's man versus man, woman versus woman. But it really doesn't matter if the man is smaller. Most teenage boys could beat up adult women.
This woman decided to challenge a man to an MMA fight, but the result was rather unexpected. In June 2022, Shane Mistretta and Gita Figueroa squared off against one another. As soon as the fight started, Figueroa landed a kick and took Mistretta down. However, this victory was short-lived as Mistretta got right back up. Without wasting any time, Figueroa landed another takedown. However, Mistretta managed to reverse the position again and was ready to stand and bang again. After this incident, both fighters started heavily swinging at each other, but none of the strikes landed for both of them. As the fight commenced, Mistretta gained momentum and started landing more and more strikes. After a series of clean shots, Mistretta chose his moment and launched a combination of straight jabs and uppercuts which knocked his opponent out, ultimately securing the victory.
She got owned there. Now you might be thinking, this woman done pretty good. She put up a good fight, wouldn't you agree? She took him down a few times, she landed a few decent punches, so surely that disproves my point here. It does depend on the type of women that we're talking about. She clearly was winning the fight up to a certain point. But wait there, hold your horses. The woman in this video is actually a man. Yep, that's right. So it was a man who transitioned into a woman. Now, credit to the guy. He still jumped in there with another man. He could have went into the women's division and fight against weaker opponents, but no, he chose to fight another man and he got his ass handed to him. If you get a man who transitions into being a woman and then they go into a female sport in the female divisions, they'll dominate. But if they go into the male sport in the male divisions, they'll often lose because they've suppressed the hormones. So when these male athletes transition into being women, the only way that they're going to really do good in a given sport is if they're in a female category, in a female division. That's why you get all these trans athletes competing in women's sports, because they know they'll be able to win.
Seeing if my boyfriend's strong enough to carry a body if he had accidentally
somebody. It's just my body would be like this. So you had to help a friend, maybe. Anything.
Okay. So one for the bros. I'll probably do something like this.
I'm dead, wait.
Oh, it's okay, you're dead anyway. Oh, no!
I've seen this trend a lot of girls being like, men are so strong, they can do whatever they wanted to us. And that's like kind of true, but also it's not. And I feel it fuels into men's like toxic superiority complex about being stronger than women. I have been in fights with grown men and won. Granted, it was only once or twice, but it was kind of a dangerous situation and I did win. If you think you're gonna lose the fight, it's already over for you. You have to believe that you can win. I'm a horseback rider. It's the one sport in the world that is not segregated between the genders. Men and women can both ride horses. And if I can control an 1,000-pound animal, I can get a man off my back.
No, you didn't beat any man up. It felt like that you won the fight, and the only reason is because that man wasn't trying. The reason why I make videos like these is because people in this modern day, these modern times, are absolute idiots. They're stupid. Social media has given everyone a voice. Some people don't deserve to have a voice because they're not smart enough. They have an average IQ of 60. Back in the day, you used to have to be someone. You have to have done something notable within society. You had to be a person who contributed value towards the world. Nowadays, all you need to do is download TikTok, and there you go. You've got millions of people following you when you're an absolute dummy. Across the board, men are stronger. Deal with it. You can't change that. And by women accepting this fact, it'll actually protect them and keep them safer rather than telling them that they can take on any man and giving them a false depiction of what reality is really like. If a woman thinks she can take on a man, she's more likely to walk down that dark alleyway in the bad part of the city and something bad happen to her. Whereas if she has a good grasp of what reality is really like, she's more likely to ring up a brother, a dad, a friend, get a taxi or an Uber home and not walk home in a skimpy outfit down that dark alleyway. So these videos aren't just for entertainment, they're for educational purposes. So boys, if women start bringing up that they can beat up men in your presence, it's your duty to educate them on the reality, because the reality will protect them more than feeding into their narrative will. There you go. Like this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, comment down below what do you think of all this nonsense. Do you agree or disagree with me? See you all tomorrow.